y'all. Hey Virgo, it's your girl Javy. High Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2021. Yo. Already in Pisces season. Whew, as soon as I cut the deck though, Venus and Virgo right there. 9 of Pentacles popped up. So Venus, Virgo, yes. Things are shifting. Venus is actually going into Pisces, which is the opposite of Virgo. So it could be a little bit of duality reflected. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. All the Pisces season videos are rolling out shortly. For daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website. My website, justj_everything. I mean, justjeverything.com. Excuse me. So many handles. But either way, Virgo, Mercury goes direct today. In 30 minutes at this point. And there's relief felt, confidence restored, your mental faculties restored. Just feeling forward progress, forward motion, clarity in thought, clarity of the mind. Though I do want you to keep in mind that it will be in post-shadow phase until March 13th. So we're almost out of the woods. But still, things feel better. Hydrate. Things feel better. And until better, but not 100 until the 13th. Now, on March 4th, Mercury will conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius. So there is insight coming in. Communications, conversations, messages coming in about benevolence. Just really an influx of goodness. That is how this feels, honestly. Definitely a great day to express yourself. A great day to plan big, dream big, visualize. There definitely could be some of you experiencing downloads coming in regards to your future. Downloads coming in regards to the plan, being able to see the plan kind of crystal clear. This kind of clairvoyance or clarity of the mind, of the thought, of the future, of your trajectory that you're going to be able to have access to. And it's important that you write it down or document it in whichever way you choose to, because Mercury, your ruling planet going into Pisces, is going to fog shit up. Fuck shit up, but really not really fuck shit up, but fog stuff up. Things will it gets murky. Mercury is not a fan of being in water. And so Mercury is debilitated here in this placement. And Mercury will be going into Pisces on March 15th. So, like I said, he's debilitated there, and there is a struggle. There may be a struggle to verbalize or to think as clearly as you could before. Maybe even feeling tired, fatigued, or just having lower energy than usually. Maybe in your version of laziness maybe setting in, but it really is just this reset. And you will have the ability to have really enriched visualizations and imaginations and just deeper visualizations as far as what you want to manifest, what you want to materialize in your life. It could be a time of being drawn to the spiritual, drawn to the unknown, really looking at what habits and cycles you need to end, becoming aware of the ways that you have held yourself back, and really, or becoming aware of hurts that are still to be healed in your heart. And so there is a need for that slowing down, for that fatigue, maybe even. But your words are going to be colored with emotion, Virgo. So you are going to be, especially with, when Mercury goes into Pisces, your words are going to be colored with emotion. So you're really going to be able to communicate in a different way, and you need to take advantage of that. Be that writing, singing, creating, saying you're sorry, writing a love letter, or expressing yourself in some way. The blog, podcast, just talking to your friends, talking to your family, unpacking trauma, unpacking hurt, unpacking things that didn't go your way. Really having, unpacking your relationship with your inner critique as well. So, Virgo, for Pisces season. Take a deep breath, please. So we're asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2021. Ooh. Wow. Okay. They just flowed out, and what just flowed out was Death, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Whoo! Virgo coming into Pisces season with a bang. Coming in with big endings, transformations, but really what I feel this is like a metamorphosis, Virgo. Really in coming out of the chrysalis phase. You really getting to a point of being comfortable shining in a different way. Virgo, this is, your opposite season. This Pisces is opposite to you. So there is a lot of reflection. There's a lot of understanding and awareness about the end, which is Pisces season. But I'm telling you, there's something about Pisces season 2021 that is really the end of the beginning. And that's what this feels like. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You are really coming out of a place of maybe, bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. Maybe you guys are going through the dark night of the soul in some way. Some dealing with depression, anxiety, not sleeping well, fucked up sleep schedules. For some of you, there's really fucked up weather that's going on that you're having to deal with. Just uncomfortability, being uncomfortable in the mind. There is an end to this. There is an end of a cycle in the realm of the mind, an end of a cycle in the realm of your thought processes, your patterns, your coping mechanisms, the way that you connect the dots in your line, in your mind, the way that you critique people. Mercury is going direct, this shift. My Mercury is in Pisces. So y'all know how I stumble and stammer, and I'm going to be having a Mercury return, so it's going to be easier for me, but I feel every shift of Mercury. And you guys are really having a rebirth in regards to your mental faculties, in regards to the words that you speak, in regards to, I also feel like there may be an end of a legal situation, or an end of a legal battle, or a commitment of some sort. Maybe you guys are dealing with separation or litigation of some sort. Just dealing what's mine, what's yours, or who's going to keep what, that kind of thing. Or maybe some kind of working out the fine print in contracts or things of that nature. But whatever this is, this uncomfortability is on purpose because you or some version of you, and I really feel like an old outdated thought process or some self-limiting belief really had to die so that you can start to emerge forward. And how you're emerging, Virgo, is as the King of Swords, which is someone who has fucking mastered their mind. That's why you are going through such a hard, like, mental time, because you're being molded into someone who is a master of their mind and their thoughts and their words and their emotions. Someone who really enforces their boundaries. Someone who is strong whenever they speak, people listen. Someone who is very innovative, someone who's very creative, and someone who can, like, translate the idea into actual tangible results by way of focus, by way of hard work, by way of perseverance. This is beautiful, Virgo. Like, really, center of the reading being the Eight of Pentacles. It's just like, what are you needing to put the blinders on for? Death, something's ending, some big situation or some uncomfortability, maybe something with a Pisces, I said Pisces, but maybe something with a Scorpio. Maybe there's a confrontation with a Scorpio, or a standoff even with a Scorpio, or someone with heavy Scorpio placements. A Scorpio coming in and telling the truth. You telling a truth to someone with heavy Scorpio placements, or Aries placements as well. Aries, Scorpio, or heavy air placements. Some kind of altercation is happening that is going to help you get focused. It's like the truth. You're like, oh, okay, now that I know this, let me go ahead. I can get my whole self together and I can actually focus and get shit done. And I can actually see how I don't know if you can't see that, but in the death card he's writing, he has his helmet on. It's like his periphs are compromised in this helmet, and with your periphs being compromised, with your sight being compromised, it's like, don't pay attention. Especially if you feel like there's stuff you can't see. Some of you may be getting really investigative, or wanting to, like, dig or stalk or look or, like, and figure it out yourself, in regards to something. It may be about a person. It may be about the way something ended, or why someone ended something. Or someone may be getting kind of stalkerish with you. But I forgot my train of thought. It's like these blinders being put on for a reason. Don't worry about why you can't see it, why you can't understand. Focus on getting shit done. Focus on doing something with the truth and the insight that comes in, and really focusing, getting something done in the physical realm. Starting a new cycle, a new narrative in the physical world, Virgo. Really focusing on yourself, refining something, building something, making something great, making something to your liking. Okay, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2021. This feels very specific. I also feel like, be done with anybody who is rude to you, or who's being, like, mean to you, or like talking to you all mean. Sorry, little swan. My crane. Sorry, I don't know why I said swan. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Wow. Yeah, something's ending, Virgo. And for some of you, it may be a job. For some of you, it may be a long-term commitment. Going from, I feel like something, you guys may have a hunch that something is coming to an end, so it's causing you to put in a lot of work to keep dead weight. And what's going to happen eventually is you're just going to end up being put in a position of making some big life plans that you actually execute. It's like, whatever It's like, I feel like some of you are trying to make something or keep something around or make something work or make something last. And you're putting time, sweat, and like blood, sweat, and tears into really keeping something around, only for the universe to really like, nope, this ain't it, and pull it from you anyway. So you can actually start harnessing your passion and your energy in in the direction that the divine wants you to. And you can actually, and not only that the divine wants you to, so that like this removal, whatever that gets removed, it puts you in a position of being able to pursue what you actually want. It may feel like a setback, but actually it's like you're being set up. All the hard work and time and energy that you've put into maybe this job or this person, especially if they feel like dead weight. Yeah, High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. You guys already know what is over. Something is ending. And some of you are really wanting to be alone, wanting to be by yourself, apart from a partner, apart from a man, apart from a woman. Really, wow, like detaching yourself, needing to get a bird's eye view of something. Excuse me, whatever this is, Virgo, this feels like you already know what it is. You already know what needs to end. It looks like if you are having a hard time ending it, or if you've already, let's say you've already gotten to the point where you're like, nope, it's done, then there is still some recovery that's taking place. Some of you maybe are recovering financially or getting your self-esteem back in recovery if you've already let it go. And once you are getting in a place of recovering physically, just with energy, and recovering financially, you start to understand what you actually have, just how good you have it, just how okay you are, and just how okay you're gonna be. Understanding that you have options, you have decisions that you can make, and the decisions that you make are going to put you in a position of turning your back on something and actually getting yourself to a place where your passions meet your practicality and your resources, and you're actually doing something about what you're passionate about. And as long as you take Pisces season to really get intuitive and get self-aware and pay attention to your intuition and to say less, things will be revealed to you. And what will be revealed to you is what is keeping you bound, and what you need to be free from, and what you need to let die. Let's get into it. Whew. All right, Virgo, I don't normally do this, but I want to start here actually with the Five of Pentacles. For those of you who may feel right now that you are in like financial ruin, or you're having financial problems, then understand that you do actually have options. You may not like what the options are, but there is something about like taking the L and doing the work you may not want to do in order to get where you want to go. There's seeds that need to be planted so that you can, you eventually, and it will like be able to turn your back on some shit that you don't want to do. But there is something maybe about you guys being humbled in some kind of way. But I want to start with clarifying well, no, I don't need to start by clarifying there. I just want that message to get out. Also, I feel like in the middle of Pisces season, well, not in the middle, but the most important, the heart of Pisces season for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, is working through conflict, working through financial conflict, through conflicts in something that you're trying to build, learning how to overcome obstacles on your own, learning how to face your codependency possibly. There may be someone around that feels like dead weight, or you may be working on your abandonment issues or working on feeling left out of something. But once you really deal with this and choose to face this, there is an influx of awareness that comes in of like what you have, just how special you are, and just how many resources you do have. It may not, just that you do have options. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay in anything that makes you feel miserable. So please clarify the death card for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2021. Please clarify the death card. What needs to end? Page of Pentacles. Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign. Some of you actually may be like recovering from genuine loss. There may be maybe a younger child, or dealing with miscarriages, or complications in pregnancies, possibly for some of you, not for all of you, but there may be just a remembering or something that you guys are mourning in the physical. Some of you, there was a business opportunity or something you tried to launch or start or begin that you guys are needing to like, it's not an L it's not a loss if you let it be a lesson. You know what I mean? So that's something that I feel like is coming through. Please clarify. One more card for the death card, please. Please clarify the death card. I do feel like, Virgo, you guys are coming. There could be relationships that are coming to the end also with people who are just like in and out. This also feels like this could be like a 40-year-old fuckboy. Like someone who is just like too old to be at this stage in the game. That could be something that's coming up. It's just like you're too old to not have, a more thought out plan. And some of you could be ending something with someone who is not that established and going towards someone who actually puts in the work and someone who's more established. I want one more card for the death card, please. One more message. Wow. Yeah, there may be options. Some of you may be torn between two people. It could be the end of options, but also I feel like the merging of something. I do feel like also for a lot of you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, there is a portion of you that is coming to an end because a relationship has come to an end, or you're reinventing yourself because the opportunity to be in a relationship has presented itself. And this could be someone who you want to take seriously, someone who takes you seriously, someone who is serious. They communicate effectively. And I also feel like some of you, it's like you're reinventing yourself because your relationship has ended. And someone new may be coming in, something new may be inspiring to you. For some of you, if this is a business, like you find a new twist on, what was an L, and you turn it into a lesson, and you fall in love with your project again. Really finding the right words, finding the right marketing tools, finding the right boundaries and legalities to enforce. Some of you, I feel like will need to get a lawyer in regards to something. Some of you may be trying to get an LLC. Things may be complicated. Please clarify the King of Swords. Somebody wants me to clarify the King of Swords. There could be someone who's mean or just really sharp. And I feel like you guys are going to be in that energy as well. It's like once this ending starts, whatever transformation this is, you are coming out of it like just really more matter of fact. Like, which isn't necessarily the best thing. Like you are going to need to be able to effectively communicate. So remember to like throw some sugar on those words. Just remember to check your tone in Pisces season, to really try to keep it like professional, but sweet and kind. Especially in the realm of work. You don't want to be like a tyrant. There's no need to Like, especially if, like, you're going through personal shit, be careful of bringing your personal shit to work, and you being, especially if you're in management or something. Make sure you're not putting your, like, being shitty to everybody because you're in a bad mood. That kind of thing. Yeah. For some of you, this, like, there was another woman, or there is another, like, some of you, you're like suspicious of another woman, or there's secrets around another woman, and especially if this person has heavy air placements, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you, I feel like, are finding the transformation that's taking place is in Pisces season. You're really finding language for your emotions and finding language for how to express something creative, or advertise or build something creative. Maybe entrepreneurship, possibly you guys doing this is just you doing something creative and putting the work in. Please clarify. It's going to be different for everybody. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles. What does Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to focus on predominantly in Pisces season? Please show us what Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to focus on. I feel like for a lot of you, even just the moon being right there, the what you're needing to focus on, this, I'm telling you, Mercury going into Pisces is going to bring up a lot of, like, the rose-colored glasses are going to come on. You guys may be wanting to be in a relationship or pursue someone, or maybe just more curious about love and all of that stuff. Maybe there just could be illusions, not seeing things clearly. Things just won't be as they seem, especially in the realm of work and whatever it is that you're working on. But please clarify. What do they need to focus on? So I feel like what you need to focus on is gaining clarity. Once that download and that insight comes in, you need to make sure you write it down so that when Mercury enters Pisces, you know what you're supposed to be focused on, and you can keep yourself on track. Yeah, because there may be secrets that come out that tempt you to be petty. Secrets or something that comes out, something coming to light, something really emotional. It could be a conversation with your mother. This could be issues with your mom. I just heard tattletale. I don't know what that is, but something coming to light in regards to possibly your mother or a maternal figure, or just some unknown mystery, some way that you have not been able to see clearly. And I also feel like in the middle of, or in the heart of Pisces season, you guys are really figuring out which side of yourself is leading the way. The domestic dog or the wild wolf. And there are going to be obstacles, there are going to be things that come up that test you, that test that wild wolf to come out, and that make you want to, like, get off your throne and make you want to really lower yourself. Understand what you're needing to focus on is not lowering yourself or diminishing yourself by way of words or thoughts. Don't stoop to anybody's level, especially just by way of cutting someone off. You may be like, I'm fucking miserable in this job, I'm fucking miserable in this relationship or this marriage or this whatever situation or project or collaboration that this is. I don't want to do this anymore. And the person may be like, well, fine, well, fuck you then, bitch, and blah, blah, or like whatever. Or just may react like inappropriately. And you need to not react inappropriately. Please clarify the Five of Pentacles. So I want to ask, actually, first off, what is the financial advice for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? How can they avoid any kind of how can they sidestep any financial disasters? I also hear, like, you need to curb your desires. Stop buying stuff. If you are worried about money, stop spending stop being like spending on stuff that you just don't need. You need to only buy necessities. There's no need to like keep up with anything or keep up with the Joneses or any of that shit. How can you sidestep your disaster? You can get yourself Yeah, some of you, I feel like I need to admit that you have a problem in some way. There is like turning your back on, in Pisces season, I feel like it's going to come to light on how you can get yourself unstuck. Maybe the ways that some of you have like stayed in a situation that you can't tolerate anymore, or you just don't want to be in anymore. And like some of you are seeing the light, focusing, seeing the light. And whenever that new perspective comes in, bam, you really get empowered to move forward. I don't care how long it's going to take me to get on my feet, but I'm going. I ain't got to go home, but I got to get the hell up out of here. That kind of thing. And it sets you in motion to get out of your comfort zone. So that's what I'm saying. Regardless of how this materializes, it gets you in motion and makes you realize that you have options and choices that you can make. Please clarify please clarify the Two of Wands. Is there any messages for the Two of Wands? Because I do feel like some of you may have the opportunity to travel, or like that could be an argument. It's like you want to travel somewhere, but you want to travel by yourself, and someone's like, but I want to go, and it's just like, but this is my thing. So some of you may be going separate ways. Like, look at how these people are turning their back on each other. It's just like everybody's going in different directions. This could be a friend group, maybe, or like a work team. God, all of that just came out. That was just too much. That's what I'm saying. It could be maybe an argument or a fight. It's definitely a 5 there could manifest as conflict of some sort. So it's like what you want to do in your life plans, and what you want to do and how you want to do them may differ from someone else's. So there could be people that you just see yourself separating from. Yeah, it's like some of you get what you want. You want to pursue your star. You want to pursue your light. You want to allow yourself to be led. There's hope being restored. Whatever, if someone walks away from you, or if you find yourself feeling alone, understand that the star is like, hey, like your faith, your hope will be restored. You will be restored. You need to get really clear about what you want to manifest, what you want your life to be, what you want to draw into you, so that you can really turn your back and get to a point where you are patiently waiting on the seeds that you've already planted to bloom, and finding new ways to be passionate about the mundane things that you need to do, but also turning your life or creating and setting your life up in such a way so that the things that you're doing on a regular basis don't feel mundane. Like, this is creating a life that you're passionate about, something that you are excited to do on a regular basis. So there is, in Pisces season, you start off in a new direction and really being done with whatever it was that you had to turn your back on. Is there any message for the Three of Wands? Any messages for the Three of Wands for Virgo? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, I'm telling you. You already know you've already been fighting your intuition about this. Whatever it is you want to turn your back on, and you've been holding your tongue, biting your tongue, not saying what it is because of fear of it just being an ending. But understand that whenever you are brave enough to like transmute your pain in the fight and to like strike out on your own, to do take the the road less traveled and go towards what you want and really stop ignoring yourself, stop ignoring your intuition, you can really get shit done. And when you get shit done, the universe is like, hey, I'll meet you halfway. I'll do what needs to be done and give you extra energy so you can make it through the fight, so you can make it through it, and so that you will be sustained. And there will be new opportunities, new connections, new businesses, new fun, new love, new awareness, new relationships, possibly some interesting time with someone with heavy Aries or Scorpio placements. So we shall see. I love you. You got this.